Alright, hi everyone, my name is Somil Shah. I'm a Python developer. This is tutorial number 3, and in this video we will learn linear regression in-depth tutorial with Somil Shah. So we are gonna take a dataset of US housing price, and we will learn how to predict the price using machine learning. So our machine learning model will predict the US price. So this is not a classification problem, this is a regression problem where we have to predict something. So as usual, this would be having two parts, so the part 3 and part 4. In part 3 we would be doing the easy way, and part 4 is object oriented, a more Pythonic way for more advanced people. So let's get started without wasting much of time. So first of all, I need to paste some documentation for you guys that I have written, just written, right? So just wanna paste that, right? So I'm gonna change this line to a markup and essentially paste all of that. So this is what the parameters can take, which I will explain you in detail. So do not worry right now, stay with me. We will do step by step, right? So as usual, in the last video also we did the step 1. So what is step 1? Now you have to tell me, right? You are confident enough. So we need to import the library. So I'm gonna say import. Let me zoom it, so while viewing this video it's a little easy for you guys. So I'm gonna say import pandas as PD. Remember to use tab to autocomplete. I'm gonna say import Seaborn as SNS, right? So we will do Seaborn and pandas. After that we need to import matplotlib. So I'm gonna say import matplotlib.pyplot. I have a series on matplotlib also, pyplot as plt. Make sure you're using Jupyter Notebook, so you have to say matplotlib inline, right? So that's all we need to do. So once that is done, we need to read the dataset. By the way, the dataset is also there on my GitHub account. The links are there in the description section below. Make sure to follow me on GitHub so you can never miss my any machine learning tutorials. So let's get started. So that's step 1. So first of all, as I say, know your dataset, So I'm gonna say know your dataset. Alright, so know your dataset. So that's step 1. So what we need to know, so we need to read the dataset first of all. So df equals to pd.read csv. Alright, so that is what we will do, and this will take the name of the CSV file. So essentially want to teach you that. So this is very bad way, non-Pythonic way. Next tutorial would be a Pythonic way where it's completely object oriented, right? So that's done. Now I can say df.head, right? So I'm gonna say 3 because I just want to see 3 samples. So we have a bunch of numbers. I want to explain you what that is. We have average area income, we have average area house age, we have average area number of rooms, how many rooms are there, average area number of bathrooms, how many bathrooms are there, population, price, and some address. So we want to predict this price, right? This is in millions of dollars because house in US is pretty expensive. So this is what we want to press. This is what we want to predict. Our model will learn and predict this number. So, but using scikit-learn, right? So how do we do that, guys? So it's pretty easy, not that complicated. So we need to do basically, as I said, we have done in the last video also. So the first step is to get the X data and Y data. So first of all, what we need to do is know the data set. So I'm gonna say df.describe, right? We did that in the last video. So this will give me the maximum, the minimum value and stuff like that. I'm gonna say df.info. This will give me the number of columns. So we have 5,000 rows, right? And 7 columns. Then we need to say df.isNull and do a sum on it, right? So it will tell you the sum. So we have all zeros, that means we do not have any null values. All right, so that's good, that's what we need. So once that is done, we need to move forward to the step 2, that is create the data set, that is X data, Y data. All right, so we will do is X data is equal to df, and we will select all the columns. Just before that, what I need to do is basically just insert a column above that. So df dot columns, hit tab to autocomplete, right? So except the address and the price, we need everything, right? So let's get started. So we need to define the X data, right? So df again list of list, because there is multiple stuff. So it's gonna copy all of that, right? And make sure to paste it correctly between those, right? Hit enter. So our X data is done. Now we need the Y data. remember. So y data is what your price, that's what you want to predict, the machine learning will predict. Alright, so we have the x data, we have the y data. We need to import a module for train test split. We did this in the last time. So what was the command, guys? A quick question. So from sklearn.matrix import, I'm not sure, by the way, kidding. So import train, let's see the syntax. Sometimes it happens, you forget, you have to remember, you remember a lot of code, and sometimes it's like you forget this syntax. That's fine. So it's not matrix, it's model selection. Oh, sorry, what was that? Yeah, model selection. Hit tab to autocomplete, and again tab to autocomplete, and I'm gonna say train test split. So run that again. So now we need to do the train test split. So what I'm gonna do, guys, you know that, come on, you saw my part 1, part 2, so this is part 3. So what do we do? So let me show you what do we do. X train, X test, Y train, Y test, essentially give the X data, Y data, run that. Beautiful. What is the next step, guys? We need to create the model. So we're gonna use the linear regression. So we need to import the linear regression. So we're gonna all the way wanna go to top and say from sklearn dot model selection, right? mo, and we will import linear regression. Something's wrong. Linear model. I'm sorry. So it's in linear model. Linear model, and we will say linear regression. Run that. That's great. So model is equal to, we will say what? We are gonna say guess what are we gonna say? Linear regression. And run that. So we need to fit the model. We did that in the last video, a lot of videos. So model.fit. What will this 2 parameters will be? Who will tell me? It's gonna be X train, Y train, T is capital. Remember, don't make silly mistakes. So that's done. Now what do we do, guys? We need to predict the values. So we will say, that's bad. Gonna give X test. So this is what are the housing price the machine learning predicted. Congratulations, this is the price that your machine learning has predicted. This is really great. And now let's see how accurate or how close it is. So let's check that. So an easy way to do that would be, we can check the distribution, right? I don't remember, or let me just teach you this way first of all. So let's get the coefficients from them. So let's try this syntax. I'm not sure, might get error. If so, we will find out. So let's see, where is my test function? So I have to say, oh yeah, got it. Yep, that's fine. So now I want to get the intercept. So what I'm gonna do is model dot intercept. Error. Why do we get errors? Cannot unpack non-natural numpy float 64 objects. All right, so it cannot do unpacking. That means model.intercept. I can get back to you on this. Might be a small issue. Happens all the time. You forget syntax, and it's fine. That's fine. So model.predict, and usually yeah. So so silly mistake. So it only takes like 2 parameters, and it's not gonna, so that's why it was saying me non-literal. So let's try this. Cannot unpack non-literal numpy float 64 object. It says cannot. Oh, that's weird. Let's try temp. Oh, so that works. I should be getting 2 variables, but I don't know why it's saying cannot unpack that. So all right, that's what the intercept is. Sorry. So that's the intercept. What we can do is basically we can also do coefficient. So coef is equal to model dot coef, right? So run that. So now if I want to see the coefficients of my so yep, these are the coefficients. Right now I will explain you what these numbers are actually all about, because otherwise you will say, hey, what is this all about? I don't understand a shit. So it's easy. So I'm creating a data frame, right? So pd.data frame. So I'm supplying the coef, right? So essentially the coef. Oops, sorry, bb coef. My bad. Ah man, always. Copy paste always have a problem. So these are the coef, right? So essentially this will take coef, remember, and run this. Now what does this mean? Your machine learning has worked, it predicted the price, right? So that means one let me just paste the head here so I can relate this with you. D. Alright, so once that is done, so what does this mean? The first is 21.52. That means one unit increase in area will increase the price of house by $21. One unit increase in age of the house will increase the price by units, tens, 100,000, another like 1,64,883 United States dollar. That's what it is saying. Then one area, if one unit increase in the room, right? So the price would be increasing with some number that is 1, 2, 2, 3, 6, 8. One. Then the last one is for the bedroom. So if one unit area in bedroom will increase the price by this. And by the last is the population. So if the population increase by 1 unit, it's going to increase the price by $15 of the house. That's what it is. We have the predicted also. We have also predicted the housing price. So we essentially said pred, remember. We said model, right? We just did that, right? So we say model dot predict and we give the X test. I can say pred. Right, these are the predicted values. Now we can plot a distribution. We want to see how close is the values. So this plot, and essentially I'm not sure, this might be, I might get a syntax error, but that's fine. You will learn. I will learn, you know. You always make mistakes. So y test minus pred, if this works. All right, so here you can see we have a nice distribution. So that means our model did a really good job. So if you are not getting some kind of like distribution, so that means you have some issue. So that's it for this video. This is part number 3. In the part 4 we would be learning the object oriented approach, where we be using classes, methods, attributes and stuff like that. So this is how you can do linear regression with Python scikit-learn. Hope you have enjoyed it, and if so, do give a like, subscribe to my channel, and share this video to people whom you think it will be useful. If you have any kind of questions, please make sure to post them in the comment section. I would be really happy to assist you with your queries. So let me take a leave and work on the part 4 of the video, and watch this video and have fun. So thank you for watching, and see you in the part 4.